Hey guys, welcome back to Nicole's View. So, if you haven't heard, one of the members, leaders of BLM, Black Lives Matter, was found shot in New Orleans and he eventually died of his wound. And, when I heard this, I was like, yeah, this pretty much cemented, certified what I thought. This is Cointelpro 2.0. This is no accident. He is what, the third or fourth person that's been found mysteriously shot or killed, burnt up, and they were all associated with BLM, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, it's no longer a coincidence. This is on purpose. This is hits. These are orchestrated hits. They're taking it back to the 60s, folks. This is it. I'm not believing anything else. I'm just not. You cannot be that naive to see what's really going on here. These folks are out here demanding change, demanding justice, the same things we've been demanding for, I don't know how many decades at this point. And thanks to white supremacist entities and outlets like Fox Clan News, they helped just galvanize the hate against BLM and what it stood for. How dare you stand up for Black Lives Matter? Your lives don't matter. We can snuff you out. We can get away with it. And that's that. Okay. And you have no say so. You can't do any type of rallying cry. You just have to accept it. And that's it. And if you don't accept it, if you do demand change, we will change the narrative so quick. And the folks out there who are doing this, they'll get out there and go after these folks who are really well known within the BLM movement / organization. This is what this is. Black Panther all over again. All over again. Same damn thing. Then you have the black identity extremist bull. Same thing again. Same thing. So if you are very active within this BLM movement, you need to be way more aware. You need to be way more cautious. If possible, you should be strapped. You should also not travel alone at night if you can help it. I know we can't always help it. But if you're doing anything at night, I would advise to have some folks with you. You just should. Okay. It's just at this point, we have to recognize the game, the evil game that's being played here. It's evil. It's always been evil. It's never been fair. They are going back to the times of killing folks and getting away with it. They're going back to the era of shooting, just, harming folks who are out there demanding change and justice for all. They're taking it back there. So I'm not surprised at all. This is horrific. It's sad. But this is what we expect. So I'm reading this from CNN.com, and it says BLM activist fatally shot while biking late at night in New Orleans. A Black Lives Matter activist who rose to prominence after the South Carolina State House Confederate flag controversy was killed in New Orleans while riding his bike late at night, police said. An officer responding to a call of shots fired, which was upgraded to a call of aggravated battery by shooting, arrived around 1:24 a.m. Tuesday in the city's Gravier neighborhood and found Muhyiddin Moy on the ground bleeding about 2 blocks from University Medical Center, according to an incident report. Really? That close, huh? Okay. Moy, whose February 2017 arrest video went viral after he tried to snatch a Confederate flag, you guys remember that, from a protester in downtown Charleston, was later pronounced dead at that hospital, police and his family said. His body was found on a largely residential street in front of an auto repair shop. His mountain bike, its right side covered in blood, was found across the street, the report said. The officer found a blood trail that led from Moy's body to a spent bullet fragment in a grassy area 4 or 5 blocks away, the report said, adding that there are cameras near the location of Moy's body and near the bullet fragment's location. Wow. The incident report doesn't say whether the cameras captured anything useful to investigators, but they did collect the bullet, a hat, and DNA evidence at the scene. Though the police report doesn't mention Moy dying, his family wrote on a verified GoFundMe account that he died from blood loss, and a New Orleans Police Department spokesman confirmed his death. An adult black male identified as Mr. Muhyiddin Moy sustained a gunshot wound to the thigh, a shooting incident that occurred shortly before 1:30 a.m. on February 6th. He was transported to a hospital and died of his wounds. NOPD spokesman Bo Tidwell said in an email. An attorney for the police department said that the incident report citing aggravated battery was the only one available and that the signal was recently changed to a homicide. The suspect is an unknown stranger, according to the incident report. Calling him Moya, Camille Weaver, Moy's cousin, said on the GoFundMe page that the family received a call Tuesday morning saying that he had died due to excessive blood loss. We don't have many details, but we'll update as soon as we do. Moy also used the last name Dibaha, according to his family. Weaver did not immediately return a CNN email, but GoFundMe confirmed the account seeking funds to transport Moy's body back to Charleston, where a funeral is planned. As of Wednesday afternoon, the fundraiser had garnered triple its goal of $7,500. On February 22nd, 2017, Bree Newsom, the woman arrested for scaling a 30-foot flagpole and removing a Confederate flag at the South Carolina State House in 2015, was addressing a crowd that included members of Black Lives Matter as well as protesters from the state's secessionist party. As CNN affiliate WCSC broadcast live from in front of the theater where Newsom spoke, Moy darted behind the station's correspondent, hurtled through the yellow police tape, and grabbed the flagpole of a protester holding aloft the Confederate flag. Yeah, I definitely remember that. It was funny. It was crazy, but we know these devils, they never forget. So, and it goes on to say, many of Moy's fellow activists took to social media to mourn the 32-year-old. Go well knowing that the work you've done speaks for you. Charleston activist Leah Sarares posted on Instagram, rest in power, knowing that you saw it, you already were, and you will continue to be. And D. Ray McKesson, a staunch supporter of the BLM movement, wrote on Twitter that Moy's death was quite a loss. He was such a force and an incredible guy, McKesson tweeted. So that is the article, and yeah, it's, this is what happens when you put it all on the line, you put it out there, and they see it. All right. And even if no one, let's say, in the up and ups did it, wink, wink, I wouldn't be surprised there were some white supremacists who had been, following him, just trying to find that moment, because that went viral, and folks, they loved it. And of course the haters hated it. But I remember that moment when he grabbed that Confederate flag. Trust me, they don't forget stuff like that. So either way, he was murdered. It was a hit. Plain and simple. Rest in peace to this brother and many others who put their lives on the line for us, who want to take a stand, and unfortunately, some of them lose their lives in the process. But anyway, Guys, let me know what you think about this horrific story. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.